cat hair free, but motherfucker is long as hell recently.
Yeah, what's up with these pussies nowadays?
Keeping them long.
Speaking of pussy, do you shave regularly anymore since you're like single? Like I feel like since I've stopped
Probably
like
like once
hooking
a
up.
week.
Oh, that often?
Yeah.
I let it hang.
I'm gonna say it. Have sex with a Scorpio.
I could glute bridge your dad. I'm naked. Hold on.
We will be flicking the beans to that.
But she's tatted and I take meth. Is somebody in your house right now?
But you know what? Fuck your ass.
Yeah, I had sex last night.
You can make your own money. You can literally have your own job of your dreams. You can own your own house. You can own your own car. You can pay all your fucking own bills. So what is that man? That man is sex and a best friend, and that's it.
I heard nothing but the truth recently.
Oh.
Not like long, but like long for me because I also like in college and shit did like the laser hair and then I had my wax. Oh, wow, that's a lot of hair. I had my waxing phase when I first moved to Nashville. I did like the sugaring like every.
When I moved here too, I did waxing.
I was like into it.
Obsessed.
And also once you start waxing, you can't stop or you start getting ingrowns like really bad.
As soon as it took a whole year to get rid of like getting ingrowns just like all the time.
That's why I've stopped shaving as much recently because I've been getting like like I've never had ingrowns like this in my life, but like cysts.
No,
like
that's how
whole cysts
mine were.
of like there's been 2 times where I'm like I might need to go to the doctor to get this like cut out because like I've done the hot compress for like a week now and shit's not happening and it's like wearing underwear was painful.
No, I looked up everything when I was like going through that whole time. It was like a whole year before like they were like cyst like and then like they started getting smaller and smaller and smaller, but like they were still like a whole thing.
But now I have like 2 like scars on my like
I don't think I have scars. I don't know, but
they're not
I do shave
bad,
I do shave once a week because I also wear like leggings to work. And that's fucking annoying.
Oh, you have like pointy.
I have coarse hair, but like
mine's very soft.
My leg
because
hair
of the laser.
See, my leg hair is really soft, but my armpit hair and down there, it's like coarse. So,
I think
like,
mine would be, but like because it's like the follicles damaged from like all the lasering.
So like, I don't know if you've ever had
like
experienced this, but I'm sure like a lot of girls on here have. It's
yeah.
Like it goes like if it's coarse, it like goes through your underwear, and you like if you wear leggings, like you can feel it through there, and it's honestly like annoying, like it's irritating.
Yeah, I feel like it would like tug a bit.
Yeah,
I've had it where it like pokes through like thin underwear, but never if I'm wearing like thicker underwear or like leggings because like mine like falls like flat. Like it doesn't like grow outward almost.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I think that's also why I get ingrowns because it grows like right back, like it curls. And so anyways, yeah, so that I don't know, shaggy kind of winter maybe.
Gross. Is that your Roman Empire? You've been thinking about pussy hair too much?
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so Roman Empire trend. I'm sure many of you have seen it on TikTok.
Can we talk about the Roman Empire part of it a bit before we dive into like our stuff? Because I do think it's something that is, I would say, probably statistically more just like white male brain activity because of all of the empires to be thinking, the Roman is so very much.
This is the thing though, what I've realized, because I've been asking people at work.
A little racist.
No, I've been asking people at work too. White, black, Mexican, got them all. Okay, asking everybody. And the common consensus that I have determined is it's not just the Roman Empire. It doesn't have to be that. Like if you say that to them, they're like, no, like I think more about like mummies. Or like, no, I think more about like this time in history. Like it's not necessarily like the Roman Empire specifically. Like every person I've asked so far has been like, no, but like I think about this mostly. And it's like a weird time in history that like still girls would not think about.
But it's all historic stuff.
Yeah, like they all had like something that was like whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I will say like both of my brothers like. Not their special interest because that sounds like they have autism, but like they're like things that they're I mean maybe I feel like nowadays though thousands of us were not properly diagnosed young, so you never know.
But it's their interest.
Yeah. So but my younger brother always like I think to this day if he could go back and do school over again he would go for like some sort of like history degree and then go to school to like be a teacher. And I think he would die happy being a history teacher.
We've always said that about my dad. Like as he's gotten older, like we've always said that he should have been a history teacher because he's this like the same way. Like he's a history.
He was
buff.
into like typography, right? Like the map making and shit.
Yeah. But like he's
that's
history.
His special interest.
That's his Roman Empire. No, but he's very like he is like very knowledgeable about history. He's knowledgeable about like the weirdest things, but also having all girls, I'm sure he's had to supplement. You know, some things. You know. So, but like
that's how my dad's Roman Empire is like bands and like music and stuff, but specifically
like he has the history and like he knows stuff about
like way too
stuff
much.
about that like you don't need to know. Like my dad, like okay, this is the reason like I am very into like World War II. Like that would be my Roman Empire. Like I
know you got a little thing for World War II.
I think it's so interesting. I think it's so interesting. But it comes from my dad. Yeah. Because my dad has always like read books and is like he's also been very interested in it. So like it comes from that. So, like, I feel like that's his Roman Empire. So like I don't think that like I think that all men have a time or a point in history where that they think about or at least like think is crazy or like whatever. They might not know a lot about it, but they think about it.
I feel like for our generation or like not really our generation, I want to say like the Gen Zs who are like way younger than us, I feel like theirs is like 9/11 because they didn't live 9/11. Okay, but they like know a lot about it and like the conspiracy side of it. But like for us, it's like since we were alive during it and like not that we remember. I think I was 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. Like I don't remember it, but I remember later in life, like very young, talking about it and people still being scared and whatever. So like I don't really care to like dive into all of that, but like I feel like younger Gen Z, like that's their obsession thing.
Off topic, but did you see this fucking girl? Her sister was born on 9/11 and she made her a 9/11 cake
ISIS
on TikTok.
Oh
no, on TikTok she made her sister a 9/11 cake and was like, "This isn't the only tragedy that happened today." And outside of one of the towers, she put a plane that went into it and like burning candles all down the tower.
That's crazy.
I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy. I thought you were talking about the girl who was born on 9/11, like 2001 9/11, and her name is Isis Snowden. And she goes, because the TikTok was like, are people still born on 9/11? And she goes, yeah, and want to make things worse. And she showed her ID, and it says her first name is Isis, and her last name was Snowden.
I hope that she was born early in the morning, that they had no fucking clue.
Bro,
papers were already signed.
How insane
I hope that papers were already signed. Like, I hope that,
you know her parents feel guilty to this day.
I hope that she was a 4 a.m. birth. And like,
oh my God,
anything after it started happening, babe, that was crazy. No, this girl was born on September 11, 2001. Mm-hmm. But it's like that's why her sister made the cake.
Yeah.
But like literally, I saw that and I was like, oh my God. But
never forget.
Yeah, never forget. You're not the only tragedy that was born
like
this day.
You can't ever like I feel like in high school and middle school and whatever, like your friends can't really post for your happy birthday because it's like happy birthday and then it's like what they simultaneously also post like
about 9/11.
Never forget.
It's almost like, okay, not comparable, but like also comparable. Like it's almost like having your birthday on Christmas.
Yeah.
I feel like people just don't care.
Yeah, one is just like really cool and the other one really sucks.
Like my dad was born the day that Martin Luther King got shot. Homeboy.
Yeah, but I will say, like, I don't think Martin Luther King's death day is really talked about. It's more of like his like birthday that people talk. Or
true,
you know what I mean?
It was and then January was the day he was born. Or did they say they celebrate him?
Yeah.
But like regardless,
yeah. What day is it? The same day every year? Is it like Thanksgiving, where it's like the first Monday of the, you know what I mean? The third Monday of the month. Like I don't know.
I don't know, but I know it's in January.
Yeah, that's very not great of us to
yeah
not know
but here
that.
we are,
but meanwall we're like never forget 9/11. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, we're talking about the Roman Empire. We're done talking about ISIS, and basically the trend is girlfriends were asking their boyfriends like, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? And they're like, every day. And I'm like, there's no way. But to Kellen's point, it's like it doesn't have to be the Roman Empire. It's like their version of it, whether that's like World War II or mummies or like
Egypt,
whatever.
Like,
yeah. But for guys, the common theme is like, yes, this like historical like element.
Or like women, I don't think about history.
You know what's crazy is like it makes sense though, because like shows like or TV networks like ID Discovery or like the History Channel or like all that shit, like dads stay watching that shit.
No, they do.
Like it's
Discovery Channel. My dad is
such a universal experience for men to like
I feel like you could walk into a bar and be like, "Yo, have you seen Finding Bigfoot?" And they're all gonna be like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Like Ice Road Truckers.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the weird, like when I was home, my dad put this show on. He goes, put whatever you want on. I'm like half awake. It's like 6 a.m. I'm like, I don't know what day it is. You put it on. Also, I hate when people tell me to put something on because I'm like, let's be honest, you don't want to watch what I want to watch. And then the other day when I was home, I put on anime. My mom goes, can you change this? And I'm like, you told me to put on what I wanted to watch. So, okay, I'm never doing it again. Anyways, I tell my dad, I go, I don't care. Just put something on. And he clicks. And it's this like German train show about like shipping through the like Norwegian mountains and through like all these like Scandinavian countries and like shipping frozen fish in like the tundra or it was crazy.
Sounds interesting.
And my dad's just like, and just sits and is like enjoying it. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is not, but it's like such a dad type of show.
Listen, I used to really fuck with Deadliest Catch.
No, you know what show I fucked with was the fucking Mythbusters. That was my shit.
That scared me.
Kellen's neighbor has a motorcycle and just riled that baby up.
She only rides it like once a year.
It's a girl?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've probably ever seen a girl on a motorcycle IRL who's like the solo driver. I always see that like on movies.
That just scared me. No, yeah, it's hers, but she rides it like once a damn year. Well,
yeah,
whatever.
the Mythbusters was like the best show ever. Also they did have that like one girl.
I liked Treehouse Masters.
That was more for the girls because that was on HGTV, which is
the dads also loved it. It was a great.
It was like the crossover, like when you would watch.
HGTV is the crossover,
and so is like ID because we have the true crime on that.
Yes,
and the dads can get down on it, but they're probably not going to put it on.
But like they're gonna be interested.
They're gonna sit their ass down and they're gonna watch.
Right,
and
they're not gonna be upset that it's on.
No. At first they're gonna be like, I don't want to watch this, and then it's gonna be like sucked the fuck
like.
in.
House Hunters, like anything like that, like any like home like renovation shows, like men get like really into, which is gonna come into play in a little bit when I tell you this story that I have from today.
Okay,
but talking about the Roman Empire. So on our Instagram story this past week, so if you don't follow us on Instagram, head over there, follow us so you don't miss our stories, or we can ask you questions. Little subtle plug.
Yeah.
But we put stories up sometimes and like ask you guys questions, and we'd love to hear from you guys. And also, if you ever want to hit us up and share some crazy stories, we'd love to share those as well. So anywho,
yeah.
I got a couple. Sorry, I was like reading one
Basically, we asked our listeners what the girl version of the Roman Empire is, or like what their version of the Roman Empire is. So what's their special interest they think about every day?
I'm just gonna go through them and like stop me if you want.
Okay.
So one of them, Princess Diana.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. This is very specific to I think the type of girl. So I think Princess Diana girls are also Swifties.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I feel like liked Princess Diana though. I think that she's a badass bitch.
No, I love her, but I don't think about her ever.
So I actually think about her. I think about her when I wear and I see people wearing
bike shorts and a big sweatshirt.
Yep, with sneakers.
Yeah,
that's what I'm like, Princess Diana.
Yeah. But other than that, like I'm not thinking about her. But I will say, all of my friends who are Swifties, like they could tell you everything about her.
So I did a project on her when I was younger, so I could tell you actually a lot about her. But
I didn't really know anything about her, like her background or whatever, like her familial background or like really anything besides the like
her royal days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until that Hulu, was it Hulu or HBO that they did that documentary?
Yeah.
And it was cool because it showed you like her side of everything, and like you got to know her as a person and realize also like we all know that the royals, it's like a real fucked up situation, but like you really saw it in that, and like I don't know, it was cool. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really know much about her.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. This girl said, what did women do hundreds of years ago while on their period?
Okay, I don't think about that, but I do think of, and this is like okay, not to pat myself on my own back, but last year for my birthday, me and Kellen did like little like gift baskets for like the unhoused people of homeless, I guess is canceled. The unhoused people of like that live around me, and part of the things that I put in there were like feminine products, because I always think about that. I'm like, if you are homeless and you don't have access to like feminine products, like what do you do? Like, because
you also don't have many clothing options.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not like you can just like free bleed and then go wash it, you know? And so yeah, I put like underwear and pads and tampons in there, because I was like, I don't know when else besides like you go to like church drives and stuff,
like church drives and stuff like that. But like, yeah, it's not always accessible.
Well,
so, like,
and also like my church, like my mom runs like the food pantry at my church, and like they'll do that, but it's only like once every couple of months that they pass out those kinds of products. So I don't know, but I don't think about previous like centuries, but I think about like people today that don't have access all the time. Like every time I drive by a woman who's like homeless or whatever, and I'm always like, damn, what does she do on her period?
I'm normally like, oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. A little less sad.
Okay.
This girl said, hair washing schedule / lining it up with my plans.
That's real.
I said like that's every
so real.
single day I say thinking about, should I wash my hair or should I not?
Yes, 100%.
Every day of my
because
life.
It's like, and that's something that like, unless you just have like God's blessing of like the best hair ever, you always think about that, especially if you have like curly hair. I could imagine too that would be really hard, because like I'm not gonna say I have curly hair, but I definitely have like wavy hair, and like if I ever wear it natural, it's like, okay, well, what do I do when I go to sleep? Do I just brush it out and then it's frizzy and then I have to style it and then I have to straighten it? Like,
I wish you could have seen the way I woke up this morning. I should have taken a fucking
Yeah.
picture because my hair is greasy right now. So like when my hair is
mine's
greasy,
so greasy.
the more I slick it back, the slicker that bitch gets, the more greasy she is. And I try to only wash my hair like once or twice a week, right? So like she'd be getting greasy. But when I woke up this morning, because I let my hair out when I sleep, but then I always think I'm like, I need to wash my pillowcase like a lot more often.
Oh, I started to wash mine like every 2 days. Yeah, because I'm washing my hair
so like,
less.
I thought about that. I was like, I need to start pulling that off and like putting it in with towels and putting it in with everything else. Like just wash it anyway. But I woke up this morning, my hair is a fucking grease ball, so she's everywhere, and I have a sleeping mask on, and I pulled it up so my hair is now like all.
You sleep in a sleeping mask?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that comfy for you? Because I tried to do that in
certain ones, yes, certain ones, no.
I tried to do that in my freshman year of college, because like our blinds were not good and we didn't have like a curtain up, and so like it would get bright as fuck every single morning, and I just couldn't do it.
So I can't really do it like to fall asleep, but Leo wakes up anyway to like get his wet food. So then like I stumble downstairs, give him his wet food now, because of like I'm only going to bed at like 6 a.m. and he wants fucking food, and I'm like, I still need to sleep, and it's bright out now. So like I feel like I'm working like third shift out in this bitch. So, like I'm sleeping during the day. So like I'll come back upstairs and then like, so I'm still like, and I can put it on and it's yeah.
Because you're already tired.
Yeah, like I'm like wanting to go back to sleep. So like I feel like that's when it's okay. But like if I'm like bright-eyed and bushy chilled and trying to like put it on to like go to bed, I'm like, this is fucking annoying.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't mind it as much as if I had one that was like this, but I hate when it like pushes like on my eyelid.
Okay, so they have ones. I don't have it right now, but my sister has them where they seal along the edges, but then they pop over and like they are like formed. So like you can't, and like it's so lightweight that like you don't even feel it on your face. Like that shit is nice.
But are you not a stomach sleeper?
Yes.
So how do you do it like when your face is like?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm an everywhere sleeper.
Okay.
I sleep on my side, my stomach, my back.
I sleep on my stomach until my back hurts so bad that I can't do it anymore.
No, I kind of sleep everywhere. I stay rolling all night. Like, God bless whoever has to sleep in the bed with me, because bitch, I be rolling. But and normally, that's the thing, is I normally can't sleep with people either, because I'm like sitting there, I'm like, because I want to move. I want to move 70 fucking times, but I can't.
Yeah, I don't move in my sleep.
Moving on. Anne Frank.
I don't think I've heard any girl ever talk about Anne Frank. Like, besides like,
not
I was
like
in
day to day.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade and I read her little play.
I went to her house.
Oh, okay.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sad, but really cool. And I learned so much about it.
I had to like remember that you like lived abroad, because I was like, her house was in Pennsylvania.
Amsterdam, dumbass.
I knew it wasn't. I knew it was
You were like Pennsylvania had the Holocaust.
Yeah, I know.
Really
I
weird.
knew it was, but I was like in my head, I was like, wait,
So like,
what?
I think that Anne Frank is cool, but also that goes back to what I already said. World War II, my thing.
Yeah,
To enjoy it.
I just definitely don't think about it ever.
No, I don't. That's not something that's like common occurrence. Like, but I could understand maybe why.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like a. If you bring it up, I'm like that.
Yeah.
Like her, but I'm not thinking about it. Anyway,
Mhm.
this next one though, chokehold. Zodiacs and moon phases.
Yeah.
Chokehold.
I definitely think about that every day.
Every day of my life.
Like, because also I have become more knowledgeable about my own chart.
Yeah.
So now I use
It makes sense.
to prove a lot of things in my life. Like, not to prove, but to like explain certain things. And I want other people to be able to like rationalize shit. And so I'm like, so what's yours? And then when they tell me, I'm like, oh, so that means this, and this. And I've gotten better at like guessing what people are. And I'm so obsessed with it to the point now where any show that I watch, I will search when the like fictitious characters. So, like, I'm watching this K-drama right now, and the characters were like acting like certain ways. I'm like, I just know that guy's a fucking Aries.
Honestly, that's like the
and
other
so
day.
then I Google like their characters, not their real life people, the characters, because a lot of times the writer will like give them a birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
It's always so fucking dead on.
No,
It's
because
always
even,
so fucking
even the
dead
other day,
on.
so we had our last week's YouTube video was with two girls who own like a virgin bar. And
yeah.
like in the video, Emily goes, "What's your zodiac sign?" Yeah. And she guessed them. And I was like, okay, listen, I love zodiac signs. I've been into it, but I'm into mine. Spoken like a true Leo. I'm into mine. I'm into learning about me. And I also am very like actually knowledgeable about Libras only because so many Libras are in my life. So like I always look at Libra stuff too.
I have like a ridiculous amount of Libras in my life too.
Yeah.
Also, every single person in my family besides my dad and my older brother are Libras too, which talk about that.
I have
my
friends,
mom, my
sister.
brother, my mom, my brother, my sister-in-law, my grandpa. Also, my sister-in-law and my grandpa have the same birthday. Weird. But yeah, all of us are Libras. And I'm like, that's crazy. Because I don't know. I feel like we're all so different, but then I like kind of like take a step back. I'm like, no, we're really like all the exact same. And I think that's why I kind of don't fuck with all of y'all all the time, because we're too similar.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But no, I know so much about Libras just simply from being around them a lot in my life.
Yeah. And I feel like that's like me with like Leos.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. The Kardashians.
Okay. There was definitely a time in my life where this was a daily thought. Was the Kardashians, what are they doing? Who are they talking about? Specifically like the Todd Cranes saga.
Todd Cranes.
I love Auntie Chris. It's me, Todd Cranes. Like, I loved the OG Kardashians. Like, I was obsessed.
Yes. I even like their new Hulu show, The Kardashians, because it's like
I only watched the first season.
because in my opinion it's more like vlog style, so it's like snippets of each of them and it's not these like long drawn out overly done scenes.
It's a lot less like written.
It definitely still is, of course it's how their TV show will always be, but like it definitely is a little bit more real because it's like very vlog style.
Yeah.
And like even like this past season they had like footage from their iPhones that they submitted to it that like they use whatever like like Kim was vlogging or like Chris was vlogging and like actually using their own phones and doing it. So like
there's one thing Kris Jenner is gonna do, it is keep up with the goddamn times and with her marketing knowledge. So can't fault her on that. But I definitely don't think about them as much anymore, but that's because I've physically removed them from my like immediate viewing. Like I unfollowed all of them. Yeah. But when I used to follow them, oh my God, and that's why I had to unfollow them because I was like, I care too much about people I don't know.
Okay, we have a ton other, but I'm just gonna go through Emily's honorable mentions, and then I'm gonna go through this last one because I feel like this is the most relatable for you and I.
Okay.
But there's actually some more, and I'm really sorry if we didn't get to them, but like we have a whole other episode that we got to get to into this. So, Emily's honorable mentions.
Okay.
Anime, SpongeBob references, disdain for men.
Yes.
And how capitalism has ruined the world.
Yes.
And if you listen to this podcast, you know all those things. Okay, moving.
I don't make a lot of SpongeBob references on the show though.
No, but you do in real life.
Yes.
And the fact that like the last time when your mom was here, like y'all just straight up chilled and
We
watched
watched
SpongeBob for
SpongeBob.
hours. And then they were like, "Want to go for dinner?" And I was like, "Sure." And we sat there, and her mom was like, "You know, I watched SpongeBob today, and it was hilarious." And I was like, "Yes, Mrs. Starnes,
It's because
I know."
That's crazy. Nobody's ever called my mom Mrs. Starnes, I don't think. They all call her by her first name.
But the thing is, like, it's really funny 'cause even when we were on vacation, I didn't call him anything.
yeah.
I just was like, "Hey."
Did you ever have that friend that called your parents like when they were referring to you as like they'd be like Kellen's mom or like Emily's mom? Hey, Emily's mom. I had a friend who did
That's
that.
weird. That's weird. Like to me, like
It
I'm
was
like
fucking
I'm like
weird.
your mom. Like
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
like your mom or like
No, like
I was
to my
talking
mom's,
to your mom or
No,
your
no,
mom
no.
did this.
No,
Like
no.
but I would never be like
No, to my mom's face.
Yeah,
she would
no.
go, Emily's mom.
yeah no. But that was like
so weird.
I feel like that was like young like
yeah,
little.
I'm
kids
talking
do that.
little. Yeah.
But like yeah, I guess I would call it Mrs. Starnes because like,
Yeah.
I don't really know. But
Yeah.
okay, this is the last one, and for me personally, it has a chokehold on me, and I also know for a lot of girlies out there, it also does you.
Okay.
Murder and sex trafficking.
Yes.
Every day of my life, do I think about possibly a situation that I could be murdered in? Yes. Do I think about when I'm getting into my car, like checking around, checking my surroundings, making sure there's like nobody under it, not like a weird loop of anything, like not a no. If I come out to my car and there's a little piece of paper stuffed in my windshield wiper, I'm getting in it and I'm reversing. I'm not fucking getting out to see what it is.
Yeah, no.
The amount of no.
Honestly,
Am I gonna go to Walmart at night? No.
no.
Am I going to a park at night?
No.
Am I going anywhere in the dark at night alone? No.
No. I don't even like doing that in the daylight.
No, but
Yeah.
sure as hell not at night.
Mm-hmm. No,
I'm gonna Uber Eats that shit before I gotta go nowhere.
Yeah, facts. I will literally get in my car, look back there, not see anything, but then also hit it with one of these where I go, oh, and like throw my
Yeah.
arm like I don't punch somebody.
Yeah.
And then in my head, I'm like, but if I punch somebody, then what?
Then what am I gonna do?
Just
But,
scream
like-
and go crazy. Actually, the other day I was driving home from your place. So we record this on Tuesday nights. So by the time I get home or get in my car, it's normally around like 8:30. And I was driving home and I forgot to check my back seat like I normally do, but I forgot. So I was halfway home and I realized that I was like scream singing the whole time. And I was like thinking, if there was a murder in my car, I would have much rather you killed me right when I got in than the shame of knowing that you just heard me sing like Frank Ocean, the hardest I've ever sang in my life, driving home. That is so much more embarrassing to me. I would have rather you just killed me immediately. Because then it's like awkward. I feel like then like if you start singing and it's like really
What
bad.
if they start singing?
No, but the thing is, like, I feel like they feel like they can't kill you now because they're like, wow, this is already really sad. Like, your life is really sad. You just sang Ivy 3 times in a row by yourself.
But yeah, but maybe that's the reason that you'd say live.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. So,
like it's twofold.
yeah.
But I also feel like murder is a big thing too. Like not even like my own murder, but
Yeah,
it's just,
no,
like,
it's just, like-
being super invested.
Well, that and, like, almost like, I don't even know if it's, like, murder I think about it on the daily, but it's, like, being attacked by a man or being hurt by a man. Like, even that day when I got flashed or whatever, that was crazy. But the whole time on my run, I'm watching other women and realizing like they have like big ass headphones on, and I'm thinking about like, girl, take your headphones off. Like, you're freaking me out. And like, why am I thinking about them? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's like, that's just always on my mind.
Yeah, no. The other day I went to the mall because I had to get something, and there were these two guys like in the back of the parking lot, like
What are you doing? What
yes,
are you doing back
what
there?
are you doing? But like leaning on a tree smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
To me, red flag.
Yeah.
Red flag. And I said, oop. And I said, not me. Do I love my car? Yes, I do. Has it always been a car that I always wanted? Yes, it was. But it's the most basic white bitch car you could ever fucking get. Like a fucking Volkswagen white Jetta screams innocent white girl.
Yeah.
It screams, take me.
Mm-hmm.
And that I think about that often, actually.
Yeah.
I think about it often when I'm like going past shit like that, and I'm like, well, my car's a fucking dead giveaway that I'm a girl.
Well, yeah, that's like when people have
But
like
then-
stickers all over their car. I'm like,
Yes.
take that shit off. Like,
Take it
I
off.
have like a little like they're called soot sprites, but they're like Studio Ghibli character like air fresheners in my car, and sometimes I'm like, I should take those down.
because it's giving girl, but your car is giving boy.
Yeah.
Or like I also feel like, so my car is stick, like I drive stick shift, and I feel like that at least gives boy. So like if someone's like walking by there, it might be like whatever. But I try to keep my car clean, which it's not right now, but I do try to keep it clean, so that's like also like my like clothing isn't like out, so it doesn't look more girly.
Yeah.
Like I try to keep it like,
yeah. No, well, I used to have like sorority letters on the back of my car, and then I was like, I gotta take that shit off.
you do.
Like, I don't.
Like the fact is, like, I feel like so many women are mindful about this shit.
Yeah, no, totally. Well, and then when I see, especially like moms, like, oh my God, I was literally thinking about this yesterday. This mom's license plate said mom with like, it was like mom Q or something like that. And I'm like, why are you telling the whole wide world that you are a mother? Like, I don't know. Like, something about that's weird. Or like when they have like the families on the back of their car and it's like the little like people icons or whatever. And it's literally telling somebody like, oh, there's 3 kids, a mom, a dad, 2 dogs. People don't need to know that information from looking at your car.
Yeah.
That's scary. It's like an invitation to be like
you also being like, there's kids in here.
Yeah.
Young kids in here. I know. Shit like that be freaking me out. But I feel like that's girls be thinking about murder and sex trafficking way too much. Whether it's our own, other people's, like stories, listening to it, like even the media that we consume is definitely like murder. Like you definitely see those TikToks where it's like me on the way to work and I chopped off his head and they chopped off his arms. And
his legs were cut off.
Yeah.
His neck was cut off. His head was cut off.
Yeah, that sound like I feel like that's so like,
it's true. Literally,
and we're all like
on my
so
way,
desensitized to it.
Yeah. Well, also, I think the world that we live in, it's like not that we experience murder often, like of our people, but
I feel
we experience harassment by men all of the
but
time.
I think but I also
I feel
think
like that's why we're heightened to it.
It's not even about like murder or not murder. I feel like we actually are exposed to like just really cruel things.
Oh, totally.
All of the time, whether it's murder or men or women or certain societies or like places to live, cities, like whatever. Like we are just so subjected to negative things all the time that like that's like a very cautious thing. And if it's not, you probably have a penis.
Yeah, totally.
Like, and that's just not even them.
Well,
like,
and that's also like, this is kind of like a weird thing. And I don't know the statistics on it, but I feel like a lot more girls enjoy like horror genres of movies because it's like fake and controlled. And it's like the one point in our life where it's like, okay, we don't have to be scared of this because it's like not real and it's not controlled.
Well, that's why I hate scary things that are like too realistic. Like there's like been movies where like the girl, I forget what it's called, but she's like deaf and these people are trying to get into the house. Like that is no, I won't watch it. Like, not because it was actually like I did watch some of it, but like not because it itself was actually scary. It was the fact that like it's so realistic that like I couldn't watch it because like to me that like
it's like triggering.
Yeah,
but I feel like in other genres of horror, like I feel like there's like a huge audience that is women because it's like it's the one element of that we can like enjoy. Where it's like guys, I feel like for the most part don't like it because they don't get it. They're like, no, this is scary. And it's like, yeah, but it's like fake scary. We're scared of things all the time. Everywhere we go is terrifying.
Yeah.
But this like crazy like doll being possessed by whatever is like so obviously not real. Like I enjoy it. You know? I don't know. So I think that's like another thing I feel like because what do they say? Like people who grow up in like really like intense home situations too tend to like horror a lot because it's like controlled that and
well,
like
and it's also like probably like a calming sense in their brain, which is so crazy to say.
Yeah,
but those were some people's Roman empires. There's a lot more, but both Emily and I have other things in this episode, so I'm sorry that we didn't get to all of them. But the craziest part about today for me was that I almost didn't have your Roman empires or the YouTube video or my phone anymore.
Okay.
So today was my off day from work, but I had to go into work because I had to meet like a certain person and like whatever. It's like I'm taking over a position at my job. So they were introducing me to this person that I had to be in contact with. Right. So I go there and we have a storage unit on top of our beer cooler. And our boss was like, hey, can you guys get down the Halloween decorations? Me and my friend. Okay. And we were like, sure. So we go up there to get the Halloween decorations, but there's no lights. Okay. So when we get up there, there's like Halloween, there's Christmas, there's like bank stuff, there's like all this like paperwork, whatever. It's all up there, and it's just like not organized at all. So we were
that
like,
would drive me insane.
once we got the Halloween stuff down, because we had to bring the Christmas stuff down to get the Halloween stuff because it was in the way. We were like, let's put it in corners of this area so like it's more organized, right? So we start like doing all that, and we have our phones propped up so that we can have light. Okay, well, at one moment where her and I are moving a box that was really heavy, and like also we're like crouched down because it's like not an actual like second floor, like it's just like a crawl space. So like we're like crunched over, and we were like moving this really heavy bin together. In that time, the box where my phone was propped up onto, we hit it and it moved, but the beer cooler wasn't flush with the wall, so it went all the way down 8 feet to the bottom of the floor. So it was inside the wall for 4 hours. 4 hours. And I didn't have like, I literally DM'd you off of the girl's phone on Instagram.
Oh, wait, when did you DM me on Instagram?
I DM'd you as soon as I got out. Hold on, wait. I have a picture of where my phone was. Okay, so this is what we were saying. You can put this onto the YouTube video, but
okay, I don't get a DM from you.
Jessica, the girl's name is Jessica.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, a girl named Jessica followed me, and I was like, who is that? That makes sense.
And then I DM'd you.
She probably had to follow me to send me a message.
Yeah, and then I DM'd you. Because I was like,
it was in my request, so I didn't see it.
Right, but I was like, okay, Emily stays checking her phone like this.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel really bad because like we're gonna meet up, and like we don't have a time and we meet up at, and like I don't have my phone. I didn't have my Apple Watch on either because I wasn't working. So I was like, I can't try to even call you from my watch or text you because like, I mean, literally my phone was just in the wall, like whatever. Like this was my phone. We are on top of the beer cooler. That is my phone. That is the wall.
I don't even know what's at the bottom of that either. Like, you know.
Oh, it was like Christmas decorations and like stuff that like fell from the top of there.
Yeah.
So my phone was in there for 4 hours.
But how did you get it out?
So this is like comes back to what we were kind of talking about earlier. So like we tried everything, and like this one guy who was working, he was like, well, we could peel back like the like molding on the floor. Because it was like
on
rubber.
The other side.
Well, like outside, like standing outside, because it was like the molding is on the floor and it's like rubber because it's a restaurant. So he was like, we could probably like peel this back and like put a hole in the wall, get it, like cock it back up, and then like peel it back. And we were like, okay, so we started doing that, but we called our GM, and she was like, you can't put a hole in the wall, and we were like, why not though?
The hole's gonna cost you less than this phone, so what? It's one of the two. But
also, like, no one's giving suggestions. Like, this is the only thing that we know how to fucking do. And if we're gonna fix it, like, if someone does it correctly, like, saws it out correctly, it'll be fine. So we were trying that. Then we were like, okay, let's put like a pole together and like stick something like really sticky because we have like brick tape. Like hang signs, so like that's like real, like it holds. It's like real sticky. So we're like, maybe if we put that at the end of the broom and like can stick it to my phone, but it
like pull it up,
wasn't sticky enough.
Oh damn!
To like attach to the phone, because it wasn't like flush.
Yeah.
So like we're trying that. I end up going. Also, mind you, I was only supposed to go there to like meet this rep and try some like liquors and stuff like that, and leave. So. I brought nothing with me. Yeah. I brought my ID. Yeah. That was it. ID, cut mangoes, water, my phone. Yeah. Myself.
The essential stuff.
Because I was like, if I bring money, I'm going to stop somewhere and like get food, do something. Like, I just don't want to. Like, I just want to like go there, come back, whatever. So they were like, do you have like the magnet case on the back of your phone? And I do. Like, it has like that like magnetic thing for whatever. So I was like, I do. But we were like, okay. So I went to a hardware store, got a big magnet that was supposed to be able to hold 30 pounds and fishing wire.
Oh my God.
I come back. At this point, it's shift change. One of the boys that comes in is like a fisherman. So he like rigged it on nicely. Okay. Because I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I literally was like using my teeth. I was like, like trying to like tighten it up. And he like completely did it. This is where men are useful. Okay?
Yeah. The one time.
But give them a task like this, and they will figure it out.
It's because they watch shit like Mythbusters and like how
that's
it's made.
What I'm saying.
And like
they all come together, brains forced together, and they were like,
they MacGyvered that shit.
We will do this, whatever. So they like
also anything to get them out of working.
Oh, 100%.
That's like guys at my office. There's this door that always locks from the inside, and every time it's like 10 of them to open it. But like I figured out how to do it with a butter knife, and it takes me like 10 seconds, but they will just fuck around for like 30 minutes
on
just
purpose.
to kill time. Yeah.
Like, no, but like
still stuck.
I mean, now granted, this is like 8 or 9 feet difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you can't just like put something down there and grab it. Like we can't even just like try to have someone like lean over. Like long arms ain't gonna work, babe.
Yeah.
Like whatever. So yeah, these boys come in. Like we tried that, but like it wasn't. We even took someone's phone who like wasn't on the fucking floor, and it wasn't like sticking. Like it wasn't like the magnet part wasn't like the proper, I guess.
Yeah.
Magnetization of the case. So that wasn't gonna work. So then the one who like made the fishing reel thing started making a like, he got one of our plastic containers and he made like a trap out of it and like put like the fishing wire through it and then like a heavy thing on top. So he was like, and he like had it all like whatever, so he could try to like go down, push a broom into it,
like
have the phone go in and then close it and bring it up.
Yeah.
But the phone, it's a plastic container.
Yeah.
Like a flimsy one because it's a to-go container.
Right.
And the phone. So when he did it, it would just fall out. Okay. So then, like this is all of them. I'm literally sitting there. I went and got myself tacos.
Yeah.
I got tacos, a bowl of chili. I had a red velvet cake, and I'm just watching them. I was straight chilling. And everyone was like, how are you not freaking out? I was like, it's been 3 hours.
You're like, I don't know what else to do.
Like, I don't know. We've tried. And I don't know. And also, like, at this point, like, I know what the logical solution would be, and it was to put a fucking hole in the wall and patch it, and no one will fucking know. But, like, our boss just won't let us. And also, no one's calling the owner of the store to be like, hey, can we put a hole in the wall?
Yeah, can we go over her head and just do it?
Yeah, can we put a hole in the wall because this girl's phone is down here who was working for you and cleaning up your space.
Yeah.
And no one did that. Or you're just going to buy her a new phone.
Yeah.
Because my boss's solution, love her to death, but, like, her solution was that the maintenance men were coming on Thursday and could possibly get it. And the kid who ends up getting it
How
was
old
like,
is she?
Like in her 30s.
You think you could go until Thursday without your phone, girl? No, you couldn't.
And like she was like, and I was like, I literally have somewhere to be. Like I have something to do tonight.
Yeah.
Like,
also, my phone has everything on it.
And I was like, the YouTube video that I have to put out tonight is on that phone.
Yeah.
Like everything is on that phone.
Yeah.
And like I don't have enough iCloud storage where I could like go to my computer and get it off.
And even so, you'd still need the phone to like do the command to do that.
Right.
Yeah. Like.
So now there's 3 boys working on this. One is like on a ladder holding like a light.
I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I could have figured this out because I'm so good at shit like this.
I
broke into a spare bedroom at my like apartment because me and my little brother like made this contraption to go under the door and then up it and then over to unlock the handle using like a mirror to like watch what we're doing.
Well,
like, I'm so good at this.
I'm gonna tell you how he did it, which was so smart. But the problem is like the area in which it was in the heaviness of the phone.
Yeah.
Like there were so many like good viable options, but the heaviness of the phone made it hard to like for anything to like work. Because you had to like something like to clamp it or whatever. So anyway, so this kid puts together 2 of our like brooms, okay, duct tapes them together, and he duct taped one of our tea urns, like our tea like pitchers to it, and took a car jack because he had like a long handle for it, and like took a car jack and he flipped it up onto the wall and then flipped it down into the cup and moved it into the cup and pulled it up like that. It took multiple tries, but it was the best fucking option. And he gets it, and then he put it in our Facebook group, and we'll show you. It is so fucking funny. He said, hold on, I'll go to like the post so I can like read what he said. He was like, hi, it's me, just the greatest. He's holding my phone. Because he's like a fisherman, so he was like, I want to hold it like I just got a fish. I was like, okay.
Like, can I have that back? And I'm gonna get the fuck out of here now.
But like, here's the whole contraption. Like, that was the tea urn. He has like the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Like, here's the other trap he tried to make. Like,
That's
everything.
so funny.
Everything. So that was my day. So like, and it was so funny because like he could like see my phone. Like someone was like trying to call me and he was like, do you know this number? I was like, no. And he was like, this girl Emily just texted you. And I said, that's great.
Okay, I wish I knew what it said.
Everyone was like, why don't you call the owner? Why don't you? I'm like, hey Siri, call. Like,
yeah.
what am I supposed to do? Like my phone is literally in the wall, bitch. Like you think I?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I can't. Somebody else here can. Me?
Yeah.
Not it, babe.
Yeah.
Not it.
It was like when my power went out and I kept being like, oh, I should turn the TV on. And then be like, oh, I can't. Oh, I need to turn the air conditioning on. I was like, oh, wait, I can't. Like, you can't do anything.
Can't do anything. Like, I literally, and like, even, so, okay, so like, I had to go get a magnet and the fishing wire, right? And I was like, all I had was my ID.
Yeah.
So I had to ask
somebody's got to pay for this.
So I had to ask the other manager who was up with me, like, saw it all happen. And I was like, I'll bring you money, but like, I just don't have money.
Yeah, and I can't Venmo you because my phone's down there.
And I was like, well, and, okay, so I actually also had my credit card or my debit card with me, but I don't have money on my debit card because I make cash tips. So I only go put money in there when I need to use my card.
Right.
So I was like, I don't have money.
Yeah.
On my card.
Damn.
Which is like a normal thing now, which is fine because I have cash. But like not today because I was trying to be good and not spend $1.
That was the universe being like, just next time carry some cash on you.
That was the universe being like, don't come here on your day off.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna be stuck here.
Yeah. Because
I was there for 4.5 hours trying to get my phone.
Do you at least get paid for it?
I was clocked in for a while I was like helping do stuff, and then I was like, I'm just gonna clock out because at this point it's taking so long to try to get it out. Like, I don't think it's their problem to pay me.
Kind of, because they didn't do the most timely solution.
Yeah, but because the most timely solution would have like hurt their wall, I guess. But then also like it was like so funny. Our owners have so much money, and like they were like, just literally call them. They'll be like, just go get a new one. And I was like, can someone look up the insurance plan on AT&T?
Yeah,
because like I have insurance on my phone, so like if no one's gonna fucking help me, can you like look up the AT&T insurance? Because I could go there today and be like,
yeah. But that's still not gonna solve the issue of like the immediate like I need what's on that phone.
Yeah, well, this is what would have had to happen.
Yeah.
I would have had to go to AT&T, get the new phone tonight, call you to be like, you can come over so we can podcast.
Yeah.
And by the way,
yeah,
we don't have a YouTube video tonight because my phone's in the wall at work.
Yeah.
Like that would have been
with the damn roaches.
And that would have been it. Oh, as soon as he pulled it out, it was so dirty.
Ew.
I sanitized it so much, and it only has like 2 cracks that happened from the whole thing.
Oh, it did crack
here.
Damn.
And here, but the rest of it already had.
Damn.
And it's like the glass like protector, so it's fine. I can just take it off.
The screen didn't crack.
But I literally got it back. I took the case off. I had disinfect wipes. I did it six different wipes on both of it, and then I took like a little pin and I went through and like got the dirt out of everything.
Damn.
Every crevice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what's in the walls of the restaurants you guys love to eat at.
My phone.
Moldy phones.
My phone and
God knows what else.
The only other option was like it technically is a closet of where it fell into, but it's the beer cooler, and we couldn't take down the beer cooler wall because then if there's like air that comes out of it, like
right,
that's 10 times worse.
Right.
So it's like there was just no. But like one thing I'll say is, as soon as a man steps in, he's gonna figure that shit out.
Yeah, it might take him 3.5 hours, but eventually he'll get there.
Honestly, it only took him an hour.
That's good.
But like that's the thing. Like it was so funny because all of a sudden, like I wanted to have like the Home Depot. Like if I had my phone, I could have been like, like the Home Depot.
I could have been vlogging it
because it was so funny. Because like they're just like all standing around like looking, duct taping.
Yeah.
One's holding a ladder, one's holding a light. Like it was a whole like Home Depot moment.
How many guys does it take to fucking get a phone out of a wall?
3. one truly, but 3.
Yeah.
And then probably about like 5 more bystanders who did try, just weren't useful.
Yeah. I feel like that's basically the ratio of useful men in society anyways. But it was just like 1 out of 3.
I was like, oh my God, at least I have a good story for the podcast. Like, yeah, I've never got, Got my phone stuck in a wall today, so
Yeah, that's
how
crazy.
about you? Like,
Yeah. I didn't really do a ton today. I just worked from home, but the thing that I wanted to share, last week I was in the office like multiple days of the week because I do a lot of video production at my job, and so like we shoot on 4K, which you guys don't get to see on this channel because we do not shoot on 4K here. But
we don't have the technology to edit in 4K over here.
Yeah, so
Shoot.
you get 1080p on a good day.
We can shoot
Yeah.
in 4K. We can't export
Yeah.
in 4K.
Well, yeah, and so that's why I have to edit on my work computer, because my computer there is like, I have this giant Mac tower that's like freaking huge and can actually process all that. So I was in the office basically all last week editing, and I was in the office one day, and the only other coworker that was in there is this guy that I work with. He's gay, and that matters to the story. That's the only reason I'm saying it. Okay, so we're in there and I'm working, and I go downstairs to like get something, and he works downstairs, and he was like, "Hey, do you know blah blah blah?" Like, I don't even remember who he said. And it's like the owner of the company that like, so my office is in like a little like shopping center area, so there's like 4 other businesses like in the same
Building.
connecting buildings, but they're like not in our building, obviously, so they're like next door. And he was like, "Do you know blah blah blah?" And he's like the owner of the company next door. I was like, "Who?" Like, I have no idea who you're talking about. He was like, "Oh, well, he just was like outside because we share like it's like outside of our office there's like a loading dock area, and the building next to us is like some sort of like furniture or like cabinet builder. I don't know. So they always have people coming in and out like a loading dock. And so like I guess the owner was down there, but then my coworker was also down there because he was letting like an air conditioning guy in through those doors down there or whatever. So he crossed paths with this guy, and he's like, he was talking to me, and he goes, "You have a nice piece of eye candy that works in your office." And then my coworker was like, "Excuse me?" He was like, "That little brown hair girl, she used to have blonde hair. She now has brown hair. Every time she comes in, I think, dang, I wish I had something like that to look at while I work."
What the fuck?
And my coworker was like, "Who are you talking about?" Because he's like, "You cannot be like really having this conversation with me right now. Like, this is such a weird thing to do." And also he's gay. So he's like, first of all, do you think that I'm like playing for that side?
I'm not like broing
I'm
up
not
with you
looking
on
at
this. Yeah.
Also, I'm not looking at women like that, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, "Huh?"
He was like, "Nice piece of eye candy." I know there's a lot of men in here.
Yeah, he was like, and also none of them are. So he's like, "I know damn well you're not talking about most of my coworkers." Like, whatever. And anyways, he was like, "Yeah, that sweet little brown hair girl, she used to have blonde hair, but that must be nice to have something like that to look at." And he kept calling, like, referring to me as like an object, not a human being. And so then my coworker told me, he was like, "Hey, just wanted to let you know, like, I just had this interaction with that fucking guy next door, and he was a total weirdo. But all this to say, if he ever makes you feel uncomfortable, please let me know, because that was the most uncomfortable thing that I've ever dealt with." And like, he was like, that gave me a small taste of like what women experience. And like, he was like, "I cannot believe that was like a during work hours conversation with like a professional man." Like, because that guy's like the owner of this whole business. And like the fact that he just thought it was like, "Oh, it's bro time, we can talk like that." Also,
to a bro you don't even know.
Literally. And to a bro who is one of the girls.
But he doesn't know that.
Not to say like you can tell, because like I think that's also bullshit. But like, he wears like a Pride Apple Watch every single day, like a rainbow Pride Apple Watch. He has like always has some sort of like pride thing on. Like, I think he has like a pin on his like lanyard that's like a pride flag. So, and that's like another thing. My coworker was like, I don't know how he didn't look at me and was like, "Oh, he doesn't look at women like that." Like, I don't know. It was just so weird.
Ew.
But it was just crazy too, because that day I was literally wearing these same pants, my black Sambas, an oversized black sweater, and a white t-shirt underneath it, like long as shit, and I was actually dressed like a 12-year-old boy. So then I told my coworker, I was like, that's even more concerning that he thinks that I'm an piece of eye candy when I look like that, because it's like giving Catholic church vibes, and like it's giving I'm attracted to little boys, because I was literally giving 12-year-old boy core that day. I don't know, like all of it was so weird, because like you couldn't.
But I like how your coworker was like, please let me know.
Yeah,
like, I want to like help you.
Yeah, and I immediately texted my boss, because she's also like, she's just a little bit older than us, but so she's like a woman. She's very attractive, very cute, small. And I was like, so just a heads up, if you're ever at the office alone, because like thank God he was there, because like whatever. But I was like, I don't know, like I'm at my fucking job.
And clearly he's like watching you, so he knows what car you drive, where you're parking.
Literally, because like that's what he was saying. He was like, his front office is like right there by our front door, so it like kind of peeks out a bit, so you can like see people walking into our office from his office. So he's like, I'm sure he just sits there and like watches people come in and out. And I was like, that is so gross.
Has something better to do with your time.
Literally. But I just thought that was crazy, because I was actually dressed like a 12-year-old boy, and he called me a piece of eye candy.
Ew.
He said a sweet little thing. I'm like,
a sweet little boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is creepy. It's giving Catholic priest. It's giving Boy Scouts troop leader. I don't like it.
Gross.
Yeah. So
gross.
Anyways, I just thought that was like something that I needed to share, because I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, girl, it's been a week.
Yeah.
It's been a week, and it's only Tuesday.
Yeah, that actually happened to me last week. This week has been uneventful so far.
Unproblematic for you?
Yeah, so far. But yeah, I haven't really left my house.
You said,
so.
well, I still have time.
Yeah.
The week is still young.
We'll see.
I was just angry that I had to be at my place of work on my day off to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And then to be there for 4 extra hours with no phone.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't like, the only time I'm ever away from my phone is like, yeah, when I go home and I'm not on it. But like, if I had to like,
I mean, I wasn't necessarily stressed because I didn't have my phone. Because like, it is what it is. Like,
yeah,
I'm not.
It's not like you lost it. It's not like you were like, fuck, where did I leave it?
I knew where it was.
Yeah.
And like, it was more like frustrating, but I wasn't like mad or pissed or angry or like acting some type of way, because it's like either we're gonna get it or we're not.
Yeah,
I mean, like we are going to exhaust every single option until we either get it
or give up
or we cannot get it.
Yeah.
And at that point, like, then we can call the owners or we can tell the boss, like, we are ripping the wall. Because like when I called her off of someone else's phone, obviously, I was like, I'm so sorry. And she was like, it's hilarious. And I was like, it is, because it's funny. My phone is stuck in a wall, but like my phone is stuck in a wall, so like what the fuck can I do?
It's only funny until it's not funny, and
she was
I'm
like,
over it.
Right. 4 hours later, I'm fucking annoyed. But she was like, I've just never had the situation before. Like, I don't know what to do. I was like, yeah, me either.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling you to ask.
I was more getting permission if I could put a hole in your wall. But since you said no, and she's like, don't get me wrong, if it was me, I'd be taking a sledgehammer. And I'm like,
okay,
then girlfriend.
Yeah, it's not very like girls support girls.
Like, what are we doing here? And I was gonna go buy super glue so we could put everything back. Like,
yeah,
whatever. Anywho, we're here. We have the phone. It's been a fucking day, and the vlog still needs to be fucking uploaded because it's been in a wall all day.
Oh, there you go.
So, if you want to see what's in our purses,
oh, what's in our bags?
Go take a little look over at our YouTube channel. But if not, thank you guys for listening to another episode of Society 97. My name is Kelly Marie Kate. You can find me at Kelly Marie Kate on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
And I'm Emily. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Starnsy. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram as well. That's where you can DM us your stories, your life complaints, your Roman empires, whatever the fuck you want. We are at Society97.pod on the gram. We're also on TikTok at Society97. Jesus Christ, I can't talk right now. Society97pod, where we post clips from the show.
And we have our YouTube channel where we post vlogs every single Tuesday and the video version of the podcast every single Friday. So if you want to see our beautiful faces, head over
beautiful
there, because Emily looks like a Catholic boy and gets hit on.
And Kellen looks like she doesn't have a shirt on in the viewfinder. So.
And I'm sitting very horribly with Mike Adkins work pants on. So
nice.
So yeah, if you ever want to see
Shout out
that,
Mike
go to our YouTube channel and like, subscribe to all the things. We love you. Okay, bye.
Love you. Okay, bye.